Dado. Mera, I'm on this ambiele. I be a Wodari Okosu. I be, I need. Dadu. I will go. Only me rai. Aboshan. Welcome on board, everyone. I be a Wodari Okosu here. Please, as you join, help us to share. Invite more people to come join us. Thank you for joining. God bless you all. ESAN, oye. Good afternoon. You're welcome on board, Joseph Offrey. Thank you for joining. Abortion. Keep sharing. Thank you for joining. Share. Thank you. You're all welcome this evening. And those of us that will come across this message later, when I am no longer on live, also pass the message around. But let me first of all pass my warm greetings to all ESAN sons and daughters that are present here now, and likewise pass my warm greetings to all ESAN sons and daughters across the globe. I greet us all with utmost respect. Meno, Aigbe, Omo Naigbe, Omo Naile, Omo Nisan Biele Mehi. Yes, I have a message for us this evening once again today. As it is titled there, is a message that should, or that is to make sure that the ESAN people, they ought to rise up. To rise up not to pick a fight against any individual. To rise up not to pick a fight against any group of people. But to rise up for the liberation of ESANhood. To rise up for the liberation of ESAN identity, to rise up for the upliftment of whatever it is that concerns ESAN in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, most especially in Nigeria. You see, Anthony Enahoro, during his days, he also had some, even of his own people, few of them, that might want to work against him. But freedom fighter continue to push forward, because sometimes those people you are trying to liberate, because they've been kept for so long in a particular system that does not befit them, a particular system that relegates them. They seems to be playing along with that particular system. And when you try to uplift them or liberate them, to tear the veil of that deception away from their eyes, some of them seems not to understand. And by so doing, they are found perpetually celebrating their oppressors. It is saddening that the oppressed are found celebrating and defending their oppressors. The most difficult pursuit to engage in life is pursuit of liberation, to liberate your people. Is so difficult. Because first of all, you need to make sure you fight in tearing the veil of oppression away from the eyes, from the faces of your people. Because they've been kept so long in such oppressive dominatory system, they seem to have forgotten who they are as a people. And when you're coming to say, no, by the special grace of the God of our ancestors, and when the spirit of our ancestors is awoken in a particular individual, most times, a particular individual amidst a group of people is sent to go and rightly sensitize the people, to let them know that this is not who we are. This is who we are. Martin Luther the King, his own people, they did not seem to celebrate him. Many of them, when he was fighting in making sure that there is equal rights, in making sure that every group of people are rated equally. The celebration of Martin Luther the King was not as vast as it is now. They never saw what Martin Luther King knew. And after Martin Luther King was assassinated, he became their hero. The same thing with Anthony Enahoro. How long shall we continue to pay deaf ears to the call of our wokeness? How long shall we continue to play neutral in a particular system where the great ESAN people, their history has been tempered, where the great ESAN people are being taken for second class, where the great ESAN people are being marginalized, maligned, and undermined? How long shall we continue to play the Mr. Cool guy, the Mr. I don't want trouble? How long shall we continue in such? And if we continue to pay deaf ears to the call of the emancipation of the great ESAN people, I tell you the truth. Those group of people that are taking us for a ride, that are in their supremacy and dominatory league, we always, at all costs, make sure they dominate us. And when our people are being dominated perpetually, and if the people remain mute, sooner or later, everything concerning that race will be eradicated. It will evaporate like as if these people never existed. It will evaporate like as if these people never had history. It will evaporate like as if these people are not great people. Oh, it will evaporate like as if these people are not well-to-do people. Because we seem to want to continue to play along. And if you check around, most people that come up to liberate their indigenous people, they are not people with broad shoulders. They are not people with huge heights. There are people that are huge in the spirit. There are people that are endowed with intellectual properties, intellectual capability. There are people who do not look back, who refuse to hearken unto those who try to demoralize them. But it is up to these individuals, it is up to their people, for them to wake up as a matter of urgency and hearken unto the voice of this small boy, and hearken unto the voice of this boy they have seen to be, who is this person? What is his pedigree? And I tell you the truth. A time will come when you look for such a person who is bold to defend and to fight against those that are into dominatory league. You will not see this person any longer. You won't find such a people any longer. A time will come where you will search for one who will be able to sacrifice time from his or her busy schedule in making sure he stands in a gap for the emancipation of his people, and you will not see this person. Because everybody seems to be so busy with their daily activities, and as such they refuse to prioritize a movement that will continue to champion the freedom and the elevation of their people. And when you continue to remain very, very busy, you refuse to sacrifice time from your busy schedule in making sure you stand in a gap for your people. I tell you the truth. You will be the one to be victimized on the long run. Because people don't want to be victimized. They are speaking the truth from behind closed doors. They know the truth, but they are in a hideout speaking the truth. They fail to understand that truth that is not blunt is not amplified. And any truth that is not amplified will not get to the subconsciousness of the people. Truth amplified is truth that will penetrate into the subconsciousness of the indigenous people. Because information is weapon. Because education is power. When you are rightly educated, when you are rightly informed, you are empowered to embark on a journey to continue to stand in the gap for your people. Where are the patriotic people? Where are the patriotic people? Where are those selfless people? They are all very busy when their ethnic group of people is being undermined. They are so fearful when their ethnic group of people is being taken as second class in the very land of their forefathers, in the land of their ancestors. These individuals, they are so busy that they don't even have time to come in a gap, to stand out, to challenge the Nebuchadnezzar monarchical system that has in a long time within their conspiracy theories designed a particular concept to undermine, to relegate, to devalue your ethnic group of people. And every one of these people seems to be so busy with their individual activities that so much more they are not able to sacrifice time from their busy schedule in making sure they come up collectively, putting hands on deck in making sure they continue to fight the good fight of faith. They continue to press forward for the emancipation of the great ESAN. And the God of our ancestors look into a particular person who will be able to prioritize a movement that will continue to uplift their people. Oh, the God of our ancestors look into a person who will be able to continue to sacrifice time from his or her busy schedule in making sure he or she come out to be a voice for his or her people, in making sure he or she come out to come and tear the veil that has covered the face of his people. And these people seems to be so dormant, seems to be so dim, their eyes are so dim for them not to continue to realize and acknowledge the greatness of who they are in reality. Oh, how long shall we continue to remain? And as such, I put up a call for ESAN people to see reason why they should come up to continue to fight for the creation of ESAN State. I put up a call for the ESAN people to see reason for us to stand collectively together in making sure we begin to do justice to our history, because our history has been distorted. In making sure we rightly define ourselves in the oneness league we find ourselves in today. We ought to rightly define ourselves in the alliance we find ourselves today. But we seem to be playing along. How long shall we play along in a concept that takes us as second class? How long shall we continue to play along in our concepts that disrespect our kings and our fathers? A concept whereby a particular Nebuchadnezzar culture is set up for your father that is of age to sit down, and one who is not up to age will pick up collar and break collar to pray and lead your father. And by so doing, I am very much happy today that the children of these people who are playing Supremacy League, they've given me a tag name and they call me Mr. Kolanot. I am so much happy, and I want that name to follow me, so that people will begin to go down the lane and begin to ask and begin to poke nose and begin to cross-check. Why is this man called Mr. Kolanot? And then we see and then we come to understand that such a boy came out to tell people that it is out of place in a place, in a circle where people are seated, a particular group of people are meant to come out, to come and pick kola nut and break kola nut and lead your father who is senior by age in prayer. Just because this group of people, they are from a particular spoken tribe, a particular spoken language. Oh, I answer the call. I hearken unto that call, that tag, that slogan that has been given to me, call Mr. Kola Nut. How long shall we continue in this abnormality that has been normalized in our society? Abnormality is normalized in our society because our people that are supposed to reject that abnormality, they play neutral. They keep mute. They are playing along. Their forefathers fall victim. Their children fall victim. Their unborn children is coming to fall victim. And by so doing, they are breeding lost generation. I implore you to share this broadcast, in case you haven't pressed the share button. And if you come across this broadcast, when I am no longer live here broadcasting, do not fail to share this broadcast to every ESAN individual. We have kept mute for so long. Chief Anthony Enaoro, who is supposed to be nationally commemorated and celebrated, is not celebrated. If Anthony Enaoro was to be from the Benin-speaking tribe, the Benin people won't keep mute. They will make sure they mark out a day where they celebrate Anthony Enaoro annually. We are keeping mute. Our hero and heroines are not celebrated by us. I repeat, if Anthony Enaoro was to be or is to be of the Benin-speaking tribe, the Benin people wouldn't keep mute. They will make sure that Enaoro is annually celebrated. He is commemorated. Please don't ask me question yet. Follow my teachings first. You see, people are not appreciative. They are not appreciative. They don't respect knowledge. They don't respect knowledge. They don't honor knowledge. A lot of people. They respect pedigree. That is what they respect. And that is why you see in Nigeria today, people are fighting to and fro to make name for themselves via ill-gotten wealth. Because that is what Nigerians know. But the Westerners, they come for you when they see that you are done with knowledge. They listen attentively when they see you are endowed with knowledge. They even elevate you when they see you are endowed with knowledge. But our people, they commonize you. They become too familiar with you. Familiarity gets into what they are supposed to respect. Not knowing they themselves are wounding themselves. Not knowing that they themselves are the one bleeding. Oh, how long shall we continue like this? It is honor, it is privilege for you to be in any forum, for you to be in any league, to to be able to acquire knowledge from any individual. But it is saddening that our people, what they checkmate before they push for the truth that you are putting before them, what they checkmate is your pedigree. I speak from a pain heart. I am pain. I am speaking from a broken heart. My heart is broken. Seeing how the ESAN people are being undermined, are being treated. Seeing how our history are being largely distorted long time ago just to make sure they keep us as second-class citizens. My heart bleeds. Bleed from broken heart. My heart bleeds from broken heart. I think I have to block this person called Destiny Boy. This is not a place to come and laugh. It's not a laughing matter. I'm very, very serious. And if you're not serious-minded, I think you have to check yourself out. Check out. Our people make comedy out of what they are supposed to listen to and use to free themselves. That is why in Nigeria today, where you are supposed to have many activists, you now have many comedians. They make comedy with what they are suffering from. Where you are supposed to have vibrant youths emancipating themselves as activists for the society, they are comedians. Not knowing that you are cracking joke with your future, with the future of your unborn children. So my people, this message today is particularly for the ESAN people. I am not frightened by anybody. I am only concerned about our ESAN people. Yes, I am ready to answer to any name. These people that are trying to demoralize me, I'm ready to answer to the name they call me. Yes, I am ready. I am equal to the task. But it is saddening if our ESAN people are not rising up. Akomo push for the creation of ESAN State. But the very ESAN people talk him out. Because the Oba of Benin sent or came to the Onoji of Irua to come and plead with the Onoji of Irua to talk to Akon to discontinue the pursuit for the creation of ESAN State. And we heed to that advice that is not beneficial to us. Today we are still where we are, even worse than what it used to be. We should not talk ourselves out of the lane. Aijomo leale. Akai homo. Aijomo leale. Ima wi awo wo iwo kesan. ma kobo kugbe. Oni akobo kugbe. Oya akobo kugbe osunu. Akobo kugbe. Ose ke. Ose ho. Akobo kugbe. Ose mama wenegbe. Oya imagine wa bia kugbe osunu kankan eje ko are kwegbe kugbe are kobo kugbe oyunu prosperity will speak for me. Prosperity will speak for me that someone like this came out. Posterity will speak for me that someone like this came out. We need to look into areas that so much matter as concerning ESAN. Areas that so much matters. Who we are as a people. Where we are coming from as a people. Where we are coming from as a people. Mr. Omoregbe, please. I always play ESAN music. Not all music I play. If you, all the broadcasts I have done, and all the broadcasts I'll be doing on this ESAN Focus Association, go check, listen to all the music I play. They are all ESAN music. And if you just come, after this broadcast has ended, go and listen to it from the beginning, and you will hear the ESAN music I play. I don't play music that, if I listen to music you send to me, if I'm not moved with it, I don't play it. So let's do away with that. So my people, you see, these people, they try to demoralize me. Yesterday I was listening to one of them. You know, there are many. And I became so happy that I venture into this quest, this pursuit, ESAN Focus Association. Do you know why I became so happy? Because this ESAN Focus Association brought out more of what I have been saying from some of these Benin social media presenters. At first, they quickly went to pile up ESAN kings, their pictures, speak ill about them. And I said, okay, because are people that really have respect, regard for other people, will not venture into that. If I have anything that I have done that is wrong as an individual, you will not go far as bringing up the picture of a king just because you feel one individual have said what you don't like, and you will condemn the whole race of that individual. It means that in reality, this is who these people are. And I was listening to another woman again from amidst them who said, because I said the ESAN people are not children of the Oba of Benin. And she said, yes, the Oba of Benin cannot give birth to stupid children. That all ESAN people, they are foolish, they are stupid children. That is what she said. And these people who are trying to demoralize me, they cannot find any abusive word that I have directed against their lineage. And the other one came up yesterday, whose name is called Lady Joy, to say that I don't want to back off. With all manner of things they've done to me, they've lied on my wife, they've taken my pictures and done all manner of rubbish with my picture on media, and they say that I am not backing off. And she now said that all the men, the Benin men that is on social media, they need to come up. They need to emerge for me. They need to start attacking me. So with that, Agbe Udare Okosungo enter house. So it came to my understanding again to say, oh, these people, what they are doing it for me to keep short. And she failed to understand that before I even came out, I have taken precaution. I know that these people, they are there. I know that they will come up in the way they are coming up now, or even more than. And I did not see any reason to withdraw, to say I will not come out. So if I didn't see any reason to say I will not come out, you should be able to know that no matter what you people will come on social media to come and say and do against me, will not drag me in. The only thing that will make me to say I am going in is my own people. Is my own people, my own ESAN people. And I know my ESAN people, they are not cowardice. They are not coward. There is no threat that will come from you. There is no manner or how many manner of rubbish that you will speak against me that will make me say I will not come out again. If you people have people on social media, a lot of Benin people on social media that has been into saga for years, and no one of them is backing off, what do you think? Why do you think me that has come up to liberate my people, to pass knowledge to my people, because of maybe you will come up outside on social media for me, or outside social media for me, you think that will make me back off? Oh no. You are within your rights to say what you want to say. You are within your right to say all manner of rubbish you want to say. But that will not make me back off. You've done a lot. Taking my picture, you've blocked my picture. In a very, very demeaning way. You've dressed me up like a madman on media. You've dressed me up like a snake on media. But you fail to realize that you are drinking from the venom of the snake. You see that I am not even after you. I don't even give a shit about it. And you are calling for the Benin people to come up for me. Like as if I look like someone that is a coward. And I want to tell you something. You see, most of these people, they are, first of all, let me give Ijele accolades. I listened to him on a particular radio broadcast today, and I saw, though I've been listening to him, and I respect his boldness, I respect his tenacity, I respect his doggedity, and I respect his intelligence. Ijele speaks. Amidst all the Igbos, his own brother, that are against him, he still continued to push forward. They plotted against him, deported him from Turkey to Nigeria. That did not make him stop his message. That is how to know a true hero. He continued to push. But do you know the most funniest aspect? All the Benin people I see there applauding him, which is good. But you are coming to discredit me for doing the same. And they came up to say that my offense is, if I want to call for the creation of ESAN State, it's not social media. I should go to the House of Assembly. And I have told them that, how come you people that rise up to call for the creation of United Kingdom of Great Benin, you are on media? How come you did not find your way to the House of Representatives you are asking me to go? How come you did not find your way to the government ask you are asking me to go? You know the power of media, and you are trying to shut me out of media. When all of you are on media fighting for the creation of United Kingdom of Great Benin, you did not consult anybody. You went as far as printing passports. You went as far as printing currency. You called me on phone to come and join you in that, and I declined. And you settled for a bitter heart and a jealous heart. Jealous about what? Jealous about what you are into that is not viable. Jealous about what you are into that you did not consult tribes and languages, kings and kingdom. They said I'm jealous, I'm bitter soul. Because they called me severally, uncountable times. So that on the long run I will be used as donkey. And later on, I will become scapegoat. I told them, no, I cannot venture into such, because that is what me. I came up with Great Benin Emancipation to fight against for people that has come up for secessionist group. And by so doing, they are into it in a way that is not viable. Without consulting tribal languages, without consulting kings and kingdoms, without consulting elders, they draw out map and begin to insert people into their map and call them a particular country, imaginary country, dream country. And you also came up to draft out your United Kingdom of Great Benin, the restoration of Benin Kingdom now, without consulting people. And I rejected such call vehemently. And they settled for, I am being jealous. Jealous about what? Jealous about what I have been able to rationalize, and I know that it is not viable. So my people, this is summary of what I have to tell you, so that you begin to wake up, so that you begin to hearken to the voice of your brother. You begin to hearken to the voice of your son. You begin to hearken to the voice of your friend. Irrespective of what anybody have to say. They are trying to talk us out of the lane. They are trying to demoralize me. Because the rise up of the great ESAN people is the fear of those people that are into supremacy and dominatory league. Because they know that their supremacy and dominatory league, the shackle of their supremacy and dominatory league is fading away. It will not last longer again. People will rise up to begin to question such league. People will rise up to begin to criticize such league. People are going to rise up. If you are able to shut me up today, many more Agbe will rise up tomorrow. That is if you are able to shut me up. Many more Agbe will rise up tomorrow. The spirit of Agbe will rise up in many tomorrow. And whether you shut me up or not, I know fully well that many more Agbe will rise up. Rise up not to pick up a fight against anybody. Rise up not to pick up a fight against any group of people. But rise up to call for the emancipation of the great ESAN people. Rise up to call for the justice of great ESAN people. Rise up to call for the equal rights of great ESAN people. Rise up to put a stop to such oneness where the ESAN people are taken for second-class citizens in the very land of their ancestors. I am equal to the task, Lady Joy. Anybody, any Benin man there you think you want to call up to come and respond to me on social media, I am waiting for you. At least you ought to come up with facts and figures to tell us that the ESAN people are children of the Oba of Benin. You come up with facts and figures to tell us any of the ESAN king that is a direct son of any Oba of Benin. Any Oba of Benin. You ought to come up with facts and figures. You ought to come up to tell the world if it is morally right for a group of people or in a place where people are gathered. A particular group of people are the one that are favored by one created culture to say you will be the one to break collar in a place where people who senior you by age are seated. You ought to come up with facts and figures. I am waiting for you. Oguname, the late Oguname, he once went on air and talked rubbish about me. And you were clapping for him. He went on air, talk rubbish about me. He went on air, said that when he gets to Benin, he is going to Uromi to go and by himself drag Joker Boy out. But today, you fail to learn from the very, very present history that is not far away. The late Oguname started challenging me simply because I came up to challenge those people that was speaking ill about the great ESAN people just because of Joker Boy. And there was broadcast all over the place, and his people, they were applauding him. I have told you time without number, I am still telling you. You rise up to pick a fight against any ESAN people, you are like one who have decided to drink from the venom of the snake. And if you drink from the venom of the snake, you know what it is. It's a journey to the land of the dead. What I am telling you is not just about to make fame on media space. It's not about to gather follower on media space. It is about to put a stop to that nonsense that has been perpetuated perpetually against the ESAN people. To put a stop to that misnarrated history, false history, laced up with all manner of propaganda, made up histories. To put a stop to it. Because if we do not put a stop to it now, we will give birth to our children into it. And when we do so, we breed lost generation. I wouldn't want to be breeding lost generation. That is why I am setting the pace, bro. Sis, that is why I am setting the pace. Abba, that is why I am setting the pace. Nene, that is why I am setting the pace. We ought to set the pace for our born children. So we will not breed, so to say, lost generation. Like we are doing now. I want to ask you, do you like it the way it is in that country? In that state, Edo State? As an ESAN person? And these people, they come to talk like as if they think they are the one who have monopoly of violence. They come to try to demoralize me. Me, that is loaded, full dose of knowledge. You don't need to. If you feel that I have erred, why not charge me to court? Sue me to court. You don't need to. You're wasting your time. Because you can't talk me out. One ESAN man is equivalent to 1 million people. The weight, the doggedity, the spirituality, the wisdom of one ESAN man is equivalent to that of 1 million people. I lay. By name. I am Aigbe by name. And you should know what that means. Share. Press the share button. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh, yaka. So that is it, my people. I know. If you have counter proof, or if you think I have broken the law, if you think I am venturing into that which our constitution is not backing or do not back, the court is there. You people that are coming up to talk nonsense about me, you people have association that is registered. You don't know what to do with your registered association to sue me to court. You should know what to do if really and truthfully I have done something wrong. And I have told you that whatever it is I am speaking, I have evidences to back them up. I will start from the very history books that are written by the Benin historians, certified and even sold in the palace of the Oba of Benin. I bring all the book out. This is what your book says and this is what I am saying. The children of all the Oba of Benin, these are their names according or in accordance to the narrations of your history books. And the kings of ESAN, this is who they are. There is no one amidst any king of ESAN that is a direct son of Oba of Benin. So, can you lay claim on someone who you did not adopt as your son, or who you did not begot biologically, conceptually, concessionally, there is no proof to attest that any ESAN monarch is a direct son of the Oba of Benin. And that is what I am saying. And as such, I am buttressing on it to let them know that the history they are narrating, saying that we, the ESAN people, we are children of the Oba of Benin, we are not, is erroneous history. And all my videos, they are there. And as such, you can look into the constitution of Nigeria to see that it is not outside the constitution of Nigeria for a group of people to call for the creation of their state. But what you have done, I can bring out all manner of things you are doing online that is outside the constitution of Nigeria, which I oppose, which is secession, without the normal process. The constitution of Nigeria does not have legal provision for secession. A country cannot exist inside a country. When you go out there on social media to print passports, what you're doing, you're instigating the disintegration of the sovereignty of a country. When you go out there to print currency, you're using social media to propagate false news. I am waiting for you to take me to court. But what you do to show the level of your intelligence, how low it is for you to come up on media to begin to try to demoralize me, to call for the Benin men that are on social media to start coming up for me. Like as if social media is restricted to any person or any group of people. You can do whatever you wish on social media. So whatever you come to say on social media, you think that will talk me out? Let me make it clear to you and to our people. The only thing that will make me quit is if I am discouraged by my own people. If peradventure you see that you are not seeing me on air like you are seeing me now, you need to know that it's not what they are saying that made me went away. You should know that maybe my own people, and I know that my own people, they are not coward. So to say, the only people that will make me be discouraged is my own ESAN people, not you. You cannot discourage me. You cannot discourage me. I'm looking for this person to block. I decided to let him remain. That guy that is calling me Mr. Kolanot, and he just used one abusive language now. So that is why I want to block him. Please find his name and make a comment beneath his name so that I can get him and block him with immediate effect. So, that is the fact. That is the fact. The only people, I repeat, if you see, maybe peradventure, you see that Agbe Eudari Okosun is out of this very subject matter, you ought to know that it's not because of you. You ought to know that maybe my own people, they are the one that has discouraged me. And I know that my people, they are not cowards. To those people who has been saying that if we need our state, it's not about Benin that will give us state. I have said it here repeatedly that we are not demanding of the creation of our state from Oba of Benin. Oba of Benin do not have a ESAN State to give to us. So we cannot go to the wrong place in the first place to come and ask Oba of Benin to give us ESAN State. To correct those of you that are going into different page to talk nonsense, you need to be corrected as regards to that. That in the first place, there is no brokers that I have done that channel the demand of the creation of ESAN State from the Oba of Benin or from the Benin people. What you see me doing, I am opening the eyes of my people, sensitizing them rightly for them to see reason for us to push for the creation of ESAN State. For them to see reason for us to stand in making sure that governor seats do not pass ESAN people. You don't need to write his name. When you write his name here, I can't block him like this. Just go to his comments. Because as I'm speaking, I cannot be, the comments they are popping up. So I cannot find him. Go to his comments, make a comment under his comment so that I will see him and block him from here. If you are bold enough, if you are intelligent enough, come out with counter-proof. Come out with counter-proof to come and counter me. Not false history that has been propagated a long time ago. They said the Onoji of Ugboha came to Igun, his ancestral home. So when you get to your ancestral home, is that an indication to say that the Oba of Benin is the one who gave birth to you? When you come to say this particular place is my ancestral home, can't you see that we as some people, we are great? We are so great because we have kingdoms that are originally our ancestral homes. Because from that Igun, that is our ancestral home, we also move to where it's called Ugboha today and also built a kingdom there. So we are the ones that is even making move in historic kingdoms, not dukedoms. So the place you're claiming glory, taking glory as Benin Empire today, shouldn't be called Benin Empire in reality. Because places that you have kingdoms is a place where you can call empire. We are not founding dukedom. Those places you see in ESAN land, they are all recognized as kingdoms. Not duke. You cannot compare kingdom with dukedom. You cannot compare Onoje with Enogie. Because I have your histories everywhere. Your history states that your Enoges, they are dukes. They are dukes. But the Enogies, Enijs of ESAN, they are kings. First class kings. Recognized by the Constitution of Nigeria. And as such, given staff of office, they are not dukes. So you need to know the difference between Onoje and the Enoge you by yourself told us that they are dukes. So if you call your Enoge dukes, that does not mean you have the rights to call our Onojes, our king, dukes. Because these are kings. They are not dukes. And their kingdoms are not called dukedom. Inside those kingdoms, you have clowns inside as well. You have clowns inside as well. I am from Ugboha Kingdom. Owaha Idumido. You see the clan I call now to you. There are communities inside the kingdoms. We call those people Igbonuris. We have kept mute and we allow people to be narrating our history for us, to be narrating our history to the world. That is why we need to make sure that the chimpanzee is differentiated, is acknowledged, and miss the monkey. You cannot equate a king with a duke. If they are dukes, they will not be recognized as first-class kings. And this is what we ought to know. We are within our rights to call for the creation of ESAN State. And it is not out of place when you are using social media to sensitize your people as concerning the need for the creation of ESAN State. It is not out of place. They are asking us that, is it on social media we have to be saying this? But they are on social media. They have done a lot that is out of place on social media. And no one of them see any reason to go against it. They are pushing for the creation of United Kingdom of Great Benin. When you are not able to unite the people inside the state. Restoration of what? In the first place. Should the case you don't know, if the British people did not come and invade that kingdom, it wouldn't have stayed till now without it tearing apart. Because the history is there. The ESAN were the ones even fighting to make sure that that kingdom stayed. The people that were coming to usurp the kingdom mostly are the Benin people. And I can prove that from history. The ESANs were the one resisting. You talk about Udo, you talk about Oriomo, and so many other parts. They are the one, but we are the soldiers that has been resisting the unity of that place that is later called Benin Kingdom. And we are being deceived with overhyped history, exaggerated histories, made up histories to dominate you, to have you remain as their subjects. ESAN people, they are under us. ESAN people, they are under us. How are we under you? Why can't we turn it around to say you are under us? The kingdom would have, I'm telling you the truth, if not that the British people came. The British invasion on Benin Kingdom is narrow way escape for other kingdoms that were within that Benin Kingdom. And if you take me to court, I will repeat what I am saying now and make a reference from your own books. And also narrate the war you brought to us on several occasions. Can a father take war to the territory of his children? Is this not clear enough that we are not the children of the Benin? It's there. I will ask you there in court. In short, I don't even need a lawyer in the first place. Don't tell me I am not Murphy Face. I will ask you, in accordance to your history books, as I am going that day, I will pack all the history books I have alongside with me, like as if I'm a professor. I will ask you, this is how you people, this is who usurp this Benin Kingdom. These people, they are not ESAN people. They were trying to hijack the throne. In short, even the most recent usurper, the brother of Prince Ogun, the Obayawari I, who killed Edo, is there in their history books. But you cannot find any ESAN person in future, in history, that went to try to hijack the Oba throne, because I'm your Babe son. We don't need that throne, because that is not our identity. We cannot go for what is not our identity. We know what is there already. So there was never a time the ESAN people tried to hijack the Yoruba throne. And I will begin to tell you this in court. That is why I am telling you that where you ought to come and challenge me is not social media. Because if you challenge me on social media, you will not be able to bring me down. Where you need to go and challenge me, you have to take me to court to sue me for what you said I have done that is against the law. And I have all evidence at my disposal as unto what I am narrating. And I will ask you, have you ever seen any father who take war to his children, to go and fight and kill his children? The most recent one is the one that happened in Uromi. And when we talk about history, we know how many times the Benin brought war, but they never won anyone. So, you ought to respect yourself, so that what you don't know before, you don't have to be hearing them. Because if you hear them, you need to humble yourself to say, you people need to start writing apology letters. You need to apologize. You need to apologize to even say you want to even step out to call for the United Kingdom of Great Benin. First of all, you need to start issuing apology letters. Just as there are videos there when you see some of the white people coming to apologize to the black continent about what their father did, their ancestors did, how they invaded Africa. Benin, the land of blood, the book is there. The land of blood, the book is there. It was all about invasion and killing. You ought to humble yourself and apologize, and you think you can shut somebody like me, you shut my mouth up. So you think you have the monopoly of being very, very vibrant, to come up to sweep everybody away from the media, and you just be there to give people whatever you wish you want to give them, and everybody must accept what you are saying. And people don't have opinions to hold their own sayings. You get mad well. But that mind, now the mind where they kill small goats, small goats where they jump. Now you get. Thank you. Thank God this Derrick Osayande has come. I will block him. Yes. I will continue to say it. And if it irritates you, take me to court. Until you people behave yourself on media. Until you people behave yourself on media. There is never every day. What you are seeing now is but a tip of an iceberg. More people are coming up. Let me dish this to you before I block you from here. Yes, it's going to be more than this. Because when we are appropriating the distorted history of the ESAN people by the Beninese, there is never a time you cannot mention the Beninese. But we are not picking up a fight against you. Every day, Yoruba, 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 Yoruba. When you people has been narrating Yoruba did this, Yoruba did that, don't you have any other thing to say? Why don't you keep mute when you hear the Yoruba people saying that they are the one who gave birth to the Benin people? Why don't you keep mute and accept it like that? Block his head from here. You would have kept mute now. Now you get sense pass. But you think you are within your rights to come up to be narrating every day that Yoruba people didn't give birth to you. You say you are debunking them. So me don't have my own right to come and debunk you. I don't have my own right to come and debunk you. You people think that now my head the hot pass. That is now that one I even the verse me pass for inside for my matter. I don't invest me pass for my matter. If you say your head is hot, say you really want to come meet me, I will give you address of train station where you for come block me. You say you want to fight me. You say if they see me for road, maybe they hammer me, maybe they beat me. Then I will give you address, not be Europe with it, for train station. And if I still reach Nigeria, I'll still make videos. Say, see where I did for Nigeria, maybe you come meet me. Fear will let you come. Because you will want to conserve. Your head, you not keep on for inside your cupboard for your house. You will carry and follow body come. No, if I'm not aware, then you come and make me aware. If I'm not aware, make me aware. Because when we are going for it, all the falsehood that has been dished out, we will debunk all of them. Political falsehood, we will debunk them, and you will see reality. We are not fools. Because if it was not possible for the creation of ESAN State, the time Akon went for it, they would have said it's not possible because a particular landmass is not as big as that. The landmass you are seeing there, we will not tell you that even the census, everything you see in Nigeria, most of them are false. Most of them are false. So when you are coming to tell us that, are you aware that is a particular landmass that I will tell you that what you are quoting rubbish. You are not only the one that went to school. That is why a lawyer can challenge a lawyer and debunk that lawyer when he is coming up with propaganda. That is why every one of us need to be educated and independently educated. Gain education. So that some people will not come up and quote jargons for you. Otherwise, a lawyer will never win a case. The other lawyer will always use propaganda to win him. So you yourself, you ought to be adequately informed, knowledge, full dose of knowledge. Some people use propaganda to defend themselves. But when you have full dose of knowledge, you will be able to tear that propaganda. It will no longer give them defense. It will no longer give them defense. Only Ugboa, from Ugboa to Ozigono, go and check the landmass. Only Ugboa. from Ugboa to Ozigunu. Are you also aware that even that Ozigunu, the sea, the river Niger, is far, far deeper than Gelegele, where they are trying to squeeze seaport and it did not work, they turn it to river port. Are you aware about that? Everything you see in Nigeria that our people brought on board, most of them are made up. Some of them are false. Just to make sure they suppress a people so that your true value will not be known. So that your true value will not be known. When you are into stuff, you even have knowledge about geography. You will be able to do some certain survey, and you'll be able to have land mass to know the length of the land mass, and you'll be able to equate it with what they have there on social media and Wikipedia space to know if it's false or propaganda. Because I've always told my people that Google is garbage in, garbage out. It's garbage in, garbage out. A time will come in history when most of Nigeria Wikipedia space will be wiped out. And the reality of our history will be installed. Because what we have there, I'm telling you, they were inserted into that place by some people who want to continue in Supremacy League. That is what they brought on board. And if you are a kind of dummy that don't have any clue, you will continue to accept what they have given to you. Yes. First of all, don't be a crowd follower. Crowd followers are always led astray. Before you follow any crowd, go and do your findings. Go and do your findings. Before you follow any crowd, do your findings. And if your findings correspond to what the crowd is up for, then you're good to go. But if you're just a mere crowd follower because you hear some crowd chanting for a particular thing, you just jump into that place, you will fail along with the crowd. You do your findings and you keep your records. There are a lot of things that will be blunted out from Nigeria Wikipedia space. Does not correspond to reality. If you go to Nigeria Wikipedia space, you say you want to study history, your head will just scatter. Because you read here, and these things are on Wikipedia, accepted by Wikipedia because they uploaded it there. The Benin history is not in agreement with the Yoruba history. The Yoruba history is not in agreement with the Benin history. It's just like the word of God that they have on different holy books that are not in agreement with each other. So you will now accept that this is the word of God. When the both are word of God that are called holy books, but the both don't agree with each other. That is what you have on Nigeria Wikipedia space. When you begin to buttress more about the origin of Oduduwa, you begin to see reason to question the both narrative. Even though I once fell for it before, because that was what is majorly recycled on media space. But let me tell you the truth. It is natural for somebody to be fool for some time. But it is unnatural, it is unwise for you to continue to remain foolish. Immediately you get the reality of what you were championing before. It means you have taken the right step to go do the right research. And don't say because you once said like this, you cannot come to say this that you once said was not correct. This is what you have now found out that you never knew before. This is what you now find out that you never knew before. Because what they let out to you is what you continue to recycle within your brain. You screwed it into yourself, and you settle for it for facts. But when you begin to make progress, you begin to, at time as one who is sound, you begin to question a particular. That was how I break out from Christianity as well. I was once a preacher, but I begin to question some certain things in the Bible that I cannot find archaeologically, that cannot be archaeologically proven. And I begin to re-examine myself. And what I did, I need to relearn, to unlearn. I need to relearn, to unlearn. And today, I'm a free man when it comes to religion. So do not just settle for one version of things. The people who settle for one version are people who don't want to learn from others, because they know that if they learn from others, they will see what is it called? Reality. And they'll begin to question what they were told concerning theirs. Go through other histories. Equate them. That was what I did, bro. And with common sense, you begin to ask questions on things, criticize some things with common sense. Common sense will tell you that you say you gave birth to a people, and yet the people's land is not developed, and you are not pushed, you are not concerned. The people are being marginalized. You have never said a word concerning it. You say you gave birth to a people, but in history have it how many times you took war to them. Can a father take war to his child? Common sense will help you to be questioning some things. And when you start questioning some things with common sense, it will make you go into more research and more studies. Check Anyoma. I'm not trying to, let's just be optimistic and realistic, holistically. The Anyoma that has been pushing for the creation of Anyoma State. Check Anyoma landmass that they're talking about, and check ESAN. So with the Anyoma people say that because they have a small geographical space, they cannot create a state. You people adopted your colonial constitution, and that is what you go about. But in your colonial constitution, there are states there that are not as big as ESAN in their country as well, so to say. A people can exist on their own as a state if they don't find it necessary to merge with other people. What you need to have your state is your ethnicity. And if other ethnic groups wish to merge with you to create a state, it is also constitutionally allowed. But primarily, what a people need majorly to create a state is their ethnic group. It does not matter how many you are. It does not matter how many you are. It does not matter how big the geographical space you occupy, how big it is. But what qualifies you is your ethnicity. It's up to you if you want to merge with other ethnic groups for the creation of a state. But primarily, What you need is your ethnic group. People are fighting to retain their own. They are fighting to talk you out of your pursuits. And you think we ought to listen to those people? And you think we don't have to be wise? But like I have said before, I have come to tell us, and I have come to give us this very message, that Agbe Odari Okosun is not afraid of social media bully. He's not afraid of any bully you will bring outside social media. And as such, no matter how many people you have out there talking nonsense about me, he does not fear me. I'm not moved with it. I'm not moved with it at all. The only way I will give you respect is if you are able to come up to disprove what I have been saying. To come up to disprove what I have been saying. Disprove what I have been saying. And if you think you can't disprove what I have been saying, you only need a lawyer to apprehend me. You have a lot of organization, association that is registered. Go, even without that organization, you can go and sue me to court. Someone came here to be saying every day, Bini, 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 Bini. But you, every day, Yoruba, 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 and you are okay with it too. You are the omnipotent that nobody dare question. You are the, but only you have the right to question everybody. You get to head, nobody direct question you, but you are on media every day. Clapping for people that are questioning other people. But you nobody can question you. You are the best friend of Ijele, who is doing beautifully well. Who is doing beautifully well. The same thing I'm doing in my own way. You are clapping for somebody that is speaking against what they are doing in his own land that is not correct. But me, I'm also speaking against what they are doing in my own land that is not correct. You are clapping for that one. You are coming to try to shut me up, to say every day, Bini, 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 Bini. But every day you talk about Yoruba, 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 Yoruba in your history. So my people, I think I have to call it day now. If you want to call in, you can call in. Otherwise, just listen to this music. Oh, you are One of them said, one of them said, even my name, Agbe name, is Benin name. They personalize everything to themselves, privatize it to themselves. You understand? They privatize everything to themselves. But you can hear what this is ancient ESAN music. You understand? You understand? This is ancient ESAN music. So everything they want to, they don't believe in rival. This is my rival. This is who we are. They want to be the first and the last. They own everything. They said my name is Benin name. Like as if the language that is now called Benin language today came as Benin language. I don't know why people cannot look into history and also ask themselves some question. The language that is now called Edo language today, like as if it came as Edo language. Common language that was shared amidst the people. You have similarities in it. Today, they privatize everything to themselves. And they want us to continue in that kind of history. But they cannot ask themselves, if this language that you people call Benin language today, did it come as Benin language from the onset? So if that language did not come as Benin language from the onset, did not come as Edo language from the onset, so why do you not think the language is yours? Language that is now influenced, that now have Portuguese infusion and Yoruba infusion inside. You bear Taiwo by name. You are cool with it. You are prognosing into people's culture. But you are cool with it. You don't want to question yours, to ask your father, how come you are bearing Taiwo? And even if your father is trying to cover some things, with common sense, you cannot ask your father, why is it like this, why is it like this? You say, no, daddy, I disagree with that. Because this is what it is. There is no such as Taiwo in Edo language. And so many other names there. But you don't want people to talk to you. You don't want people to reveal what is not correct that you have been propagating. But you always come to attack, try to shut people up. To try to criticize people. You don't want people to criticize you. You don't want to be criticized. You can't ask yourself what is the meaning of Ayo. You can't ask yourself how come the Benin people now also have a word for Aye, for life, which they use as Aye. The Yoruba will say new Aye inside this life. They will tell you Aye Fele, Aye Toro, Aye Lala, deep life or great life. You don't ask yourself all this until you respect yourself and respect others. You will not use fear to make people respect you. Don't try to infuse fear into people. You think when people see you, they hide. That is when they will respect you. Respect yourself, respect others. It's what we call live and let's live. Live and let's live. Respect yourself, respect others. But if you think you don't want to respect others, you yourself, you will not have breathing space now. Because you'll be fighting to drive people away from social media when you dominate social media. Doing all manner of shit. I repeat, the life is all about live and let's live. And no one cannot be criticized. Don't come and do like as if you are the king, you are the lord. That cannot be talked to. Can be talked to. You are mere mortal. You are not immortal. You can be criticized. I told you yesterday that there are some queens and monarchs in this world that travels around the world. They don't need to go and purchase any tickets. They don't need passports. Only their facial identity to say this is a monarch of a particular kingdom. This is a queen of a particular kingdom. Earns them the utmost respect. To enter into any train, into any flight, plane, and go to any country they wish to go across the world. And these kings and queens, they are still being criticized. My guy Kweche for them. Relax. Bring your shoulder down. You be mere mortal. You are not immortal. Bring your shoulder down. When you always try to fear people, they will see you finish. Pikin make error and pray that they pray for them. Not be juju that they carry swear for a generation. You people need to sit down and begin to think about all this, how to put a stop to it and appropriate it. You see Pikin, they make error. They call when you call a neighbor, they talk to her like this, talk to her like that. You go humble and the more. But when you swear for your Pikin, when you think say they make error, you swear for a generation. It's a clear indication that Pikin not be you get, and you yourself now stranger to the place. Now I make you they swear for indigenous people, they swear for their generation. Because if their generation are cursed, who want to continue the race? All these things, people don't question it. It does not happen in ESAN land. There are some things that you people need to, you sit down and think, have a second thought about it. When you try to always play the Lord and try to always make people fearful about you, they will see you finish. Allow people to express themselves. And if you get any of your Pikin where you think say you make error, call and come. Not be like that, not be like that. Pikin where you don't fuck your wife, where you don't sleep with your wife, where you don't carry your house cell when you still be alive. You don't commit any abomination like that. You will not be swear that they swear for themselves. So all these things, there are some culture we need to start checkmating and appropriating. Because vast knowledge has come. Vast knowledge has come. Intellectuals are being born. Intellectuals that were not born before, they are being born. And this intellectual, there is no intellectual that cannot question a particular system. And you can't shut them up. The more you are trying to make people to be fearful, the more bold they are. The more bold they are. Don't be to the do kitty kitty kata kata. Don't be the stuff, my people. A bona fide son of the land have a say in the land. To say, my people, I think we have to cross-check this particular culture that we were born into. This particular thing that we always do, my people, I think we have to cross-check it and put a stop to it. You have rights because you are a bona fide son of that land. You are a bona fide son of that land. You are not a slave. Anybody who tries to shut you up is because they are taking you as a slave. They don't want you to criticize any concept that you know is not correct. A slave is supposed to keep short, but you are not a slave. You are not. But don't be abusive in your criticism. Put your critique out. Criticize any system you think it's not correct, it's not proper. Let no individual, let no group of people come to shut you up because you are not a slave. A foolish man is always fearful. Intelligence make you bold, knowledge make you bold. Foolish man is always fearful. Fearful to liberate himself, fearful to speak for his people, fearful to speak into a particular system that is not correct, to say no, let's do it like this. Always fearful, fearful, fearful. You will still die. I don't say you know die, but you just the fear. The life nobody go live on forever and ever. One day you must be me. I know just speak for posterity purpose, so that it will be recorded that someone once said like this. That someone once said like this. Immediately they see any ESAN person coming up, that is their fear. They want to talk down on you. They want to put words into your mouth. Because they know that if ESAN man open mouth like this, and wisdom like they come out. Wisdom will go liberate people. But how long shall we continue like that? What do you fear for? I mean, I ask you, what do you fear? What do you fear for? Are you doing something that is wrong? To liberate your people, to question a particular system that has been in practice for long, to say this is not correct, you fear. What do you fear for? You know who died before? You to speak in a gap for your people, to stand out in a gap for your people, to fight for them. At least speak, even if what you are saying is not correct. At least speak what you think is correct. It's called fundamental human rights. At least speak. Evil has become the order of the day that has been normalized in our society because the people who know the truth, they are fearful to speak it out. They are fearful to speak it out. If people must keep quiet by reason of fear, you will not have somebody that is called Martin Luther King today. You will not have someone like Anthony Nauru. You will not have someone like Lucky Dube, Bob Marley. You will not have someone like Fela. It is always like that. There are always gullibles to come and attack you when you are speaking, because those people, they think they are defending a particular system. They are gullibles that are defending their oppressors. The oppressed defending his or her oppressor. This is the high class of gullibility. They are gullible. But if you should listen to gullible people, it means you yourself, you don't have sound knowledge. It's called gross gullibility. There is no human rights activist that is not criticized by people. None. There is no freedom fighter that is not criticized by people. Sometimes it happens from their own people. That is why I believe in the spirituality of before you defend your people, you must make sure you defend yourself against your people. Because those your people that you are defending, they are the ones that will plot death against you. Do you get it? Your people you so much love that you know fully well that these your people, they need to be defended. They need to be free from oppression. In your quest of making sure you free these your people you so much love, my guy, first of all, the bourgeois. Hold yourself. Protect yourself against your very own people. Because now your people, now them. That is why I'm saying to us here that should in case you stop seeing me on air, do not think for any reason that is because of all those social media bulldogs that talk me out. I am not afraid of them on media. I'm not afraid of them on ground. Never. The only thing, if you don't see me, you just know that maybe it's my own people that discourage me. And I say, and I am saying repeatedly, I know my people, they are not cowards. They are not cowards. And we can never be cowards. They can't, what you're seeing on media, they are surprised. That is why Lady Joy came out yesterday to be saying that all the Benin men on social media should start coming out for me. That maybe that they have done all manner of things they want to do. I am still coming out. That once the Benin men start attacking me, all of them start coming out from their media. They say, Agbe will enter house. I listened to her, I was laughing. I laugh at stupidity. I say, look at this one. You think I am somebody like you, telling people that she does not agree with me. You don't agree with me, but when I was doing my broadcast there in Great Benin Emancipation, you always call in to contribute and give me accolades. This is the same person that is saying she does not agree with me. People that were championing different this thing. From most of them came from Biafra. Either they were championing Biafra or they were championing what is called what is it called now? Niger Delta Republic. Which I'm not saying is bad anyway. Until the Great Benin Emancipation liberated their soul. Does not agree with me. What, you don't know me on ground. Me and you will not know each other. We never meet before. You don't know my house, I don't know your house. You only saw me on media like this. So what do I need your agreement for? In the first place, what do I need your agreement for, Lady Joy? I don't need your agreement for anything because I am not accountable to you. I am not your subject. So I don't need your agreement. I don't need you to agree with me. In the first place, you agree is for your benefit. You disagree, it's also for your benefit. Calling Benin people say that they should come out for me. Now when they start coming out for me, I will not come out again. So what you people are doing is deliberate. So you saw that I am still speaking. You want to call, did Oguna may not say all manner of things concerning me? Did I stop? Or you think I'm like you that don't take precaution before you venture into whatever you want to venture into? I take precaution. I know that you people are there on media. You will definitely come. And because I am equal to the task, I decided to step out. Before hunter go inside bush in the night, go the hunt for meat. He knows say wild animal dey inside bush. He prepare himself, enter the bush. So you need to get that into your score. You and your cohorts, you need to get it into your score. I repeat, before hunter come out, midnight, middle of the night, enter inside forest. Say he want go the hunt for meat. He knows say wild animal. They did there. He already take precaution. He know what is there. But he never said because of wild animal that are inside the forest that he is going to hunt. Inside dreaded night, middle of the night, to say, I no go come out. You need to wise up. You think if the way that they do to me since for media, if na Benin person that they do want to social media for don't turn to saga, you go do con, you now go do con, you go because that is what you people are known for. But what you are expecting, you didn't get it, and you are calling people to come and you should at least be ashamed of yourself. That is only me one against all you people. You should be ashamed of yourself that I have not turned to subject matter in your domain. What I am saying is hating you guys so hard. You are so fearful of not losing your dominatory standard. You should be ashamed of yourself that it's only Agbe Okosun you people are mobilizing for. Media mobilization. Media mobilization. You are mobilizing for me to come up for me on media and on ground. For years, I know they come outside again. I know they go work again. I know they enter public place again. I for don't hide. I never see any people who don't feel cash. Must face for where they live for there. Benin people food there. If they come out, go places. If they walk. If Yore, the same thing. And so many other people. I never see anyone who don't feel catch. You say now me, now you want face. But if you face me, don't fail to be aware that you have decided to come up to drink from the venom of the snake. This music when I play today. When I see that they mobilize against me, now I laugh. I say, man, I go bring the music on because I be ancient keeper. They keep all these ancient things. So I know where they I know where to bring and come from. I'm well trained with my culture. My papa trained me well with my culture. He make sure say he not lose guard me. My papa make sure say, my parents they make sure say they not lose guard me. You see how so it be. Let me use this music to say good night, good night, good night, good night. Good night, good night, good night. Enjoy the music. Oh yeah. You want this one? I can't well. Oh, you want to back? In my good Alimi. It's un dotoir. You want this un dotoir? Alimi qui est okay, you call me. Please call again, oh, the number that is pinned down there. I didn't see your call, please. Frank Owobu, please call again the number that is pinned down there. That's the number you have to call. Because the number is correct, eh? I didn't see your missed call at all. I'm waiting for your call, please. Oh yeah, we are was your new culture. I'm okay.
Yeah, but I was so much because I will miss. But I see, thank God, I see Mayor Badokere. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Abortion.
So, my brother, Chris Agbe Okosu, we are solid behind you. My everything. Enemy sad everything. All of you are there, a border. Anybody no mommy may be die. You want to say, ESAN State, you were back to Sada or him.
Yes, sir.
Because you are coming out for good. You are not coming out for destruction. You are coming out for good. For what will be good for the betterment of all sons and daughters. Sons and daughters. So I see no reason why some of us will be going back of camera to be saying nonsense. Because what I'm saying is 43 days ago, I get a call on no petty. I don't want to dispose the discussion here.
Okay.
Because I was just wondering if you can call me in this manner, and this is how you will be collecting people's number in that WhatsApp, and still try to be calling them privately. Try to be discouraged. Are you with us or you are against us? I don't get it. Ever since that 4 days, I'm just keep wondering why people are like this. So this is why I said to you this afternoon, my brother, don't let anybody discourage us in this struggle, because what we are doing, we are not against anybody. We are not at war with anybody. We are just coming out to let people know this is how we feel. If marriage does not work out for the both parties, the individual have the right to say, I cannot continue no more.
Yes.
Then we call it. We have been in this oneness for years, for decades, and it has been a show of one side benefiting.
Exactly.
We are just used. We have been used, and they still continue to be using us. And we say no. Is it must that we must remain this oneness? So my brother, Mr. Agbe, please, I want to beg you in this openly platform, don't be discouraged, my brother. You are doing a great job. If I ask this guy, can you come out? Can you set a camera and come out? And since you say you are because when I asked this guy, are you from ESAN? He said he's from Iran. Okay, can you come out to continue doing what Mr. Agbe is doing? You can't. You can't. you see what since you see somebody is doing what you cannot do, the only thing you need to do is to support that person, encourage that person so they can do more. But you try to be going from back of camera, try to be calling people unaware, try to be discouraging them. It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. Anyway, my brother, please, I don't want this this anything to cause us distraction. I also want to use opportunity to say that I have not been part of any Zoom meeting that's been held before. Please, any other time there's a meeting, because I heard now tomorrow there will be a meeting. I want to be part.
No problem.
So please, if it is possible, before the meeting, we can send a message to the public WhatsApp there, so that anybody that's available should be present. So my respect to you, my brother.
No problem. The chairman is aware about that. The chairman will make everything available tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, my brother. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. So that is it. For those of us who, you know, the ESAN people, they are not loud. You think they are not there, they are there, they are watching closely. They want you to hit the fight up more, hit it up more before they respond. It's not a movement where it's eye-based movement. It's not eye-based movement. Let me tell you the truth in case you don't know. When I was championing Great Benin Emancipation, a lot of my ESAN people were not happy with me. I can tell you 99.9% of the ESAN people were not really happy, because it's not that what they are saying is wrong, but being that they know fully well that this oneness I was trying to champion, it will not work, because we have experienced numerous of things like that. And I did not listen. I was being called. Come to ESAN people, come to ESAN people, come to ESAN people. The initiative has been there for a long time. I'm just an amplifier. So don't think it's this small boy that you are seeing only. When you hit up the fight that we are not picking up against you, you will be surprised that it's not only Igbe that is there. That's where they craze for outside. They get family. Craze person get family. Kill them first. Kill them first. So, until what I was being warned for, I get to experience it. People who don't want to be led, who always want to lead. People who don't want rival. People who don't want you to question a particular system that has been in operation for long, and when you do so, they call you Oriompa. I see for myself. I don't be like Peking where they warn, they draw my ear. I don't hear. I say I want to come out. I don't come out. Go do. When I put on for the fire, it hurts me. Now I can't know. Say yes, now fire be that. Now I come back. And the truth, I tell you so. I saw a lot. But when I was in it, I use my sense. I use my wisdom. Because most of the time, people will use money to set you up. And to show you how transparent I was, they were saying it's because I was not making money. That was why I decided to break away. But I was the one who set up the standard. Most of these people, they don't have a clue on how to even set up an organization. They cannot sit up and write a sound constitution. I was the brain behind everything you were seeing. Most of the activities that was championed or grand, I was the brain behind it. I was the one going to look for money, but the bank account that we put out was not my bank account. People will pay money in, I will bring the receipt. Some people were not inside that association that paid money in. They will call me, they will say they support with so amount of money. They will ask me to send bank account to them. And I will send the bank account that we were using, that is of a doorman, not my bank account. I did not put any ESAN bank accounts. The most funnier part of the association is only the Edo people, 99.9% of the association, the Edo people that are there, they are the ones that pick offense about me. The Robo, they are there, they did not see anything wrong with me. The Afema, they are there, the secretary of the group is an Afema man, nothing wrong with me. People from Port Harcourt, they are there, they still remain in the association till tomorrow. So when you think you are the one that is always right, you ought to think. I did not take any money. If it was because of money, the way they are doing is what I will do. I will put my personal bank accounts. When Ogunamo was in, the time I brought in the initiative, it was his bank account he put. But I was the brain behind the movement. It was his own bank account he put there. But I was the brain behind the movement. Not my bank account. I never touched money. Never. I decided to not. I was only telling them because some of them were telling me, you are the chairman, bring your bank account. What I was telling them that I don't have documents. So I cannot create, I can't. So since when I take the Europe, they make money, I don't get bank, I don't get document when I say they make money now. You see, so I only show them a little about me, and the most important aspect about me, I have to hide it from them. All I did, when we were doing contribution, I also contribute my own money. My own hard-earned money. I will also contribute my money. My intellectual properties is what they were working with, but I will still contribute my own hard-earned money. At the end of the day, simply because I question a particular thing that is not correct, they all label me snake. They label me bad person. You are with the people, you don't have your right to narrate your history. You feel that this history has been misnarrated. Ask them. Today they cannot see anything to hold me to say I stole money. People, ask them. All of them that are in that association, then the money they all paid, I make sure they saw the receipt by themselves. As they pay the money, I told them that if you pay the money, make sure you bring the receipt. You bring the receipt, I will post it, I will send it to the general group for every one of them to be aware that somebody paid money. There is no person who say he contribute money in that association and he or she did not see the receipt. Until date, all the receipts are still kept. The bank account which we use in collecting that receipt, the bank account is still there. You think say Agimomu? The bank account is still there. How the money enter, how much all the money enter, it's intact. €1 no enter my pocket. I have friends who will call me to say they want to contribute to the association. Without them knowing, I would have given them my own personal bank account to put money. But no, I will still give them their accounts which we are using, and they will pay money to me, sometimes 100,000, sometimes 50,000. And these people in the association, they don't know them. I'm only the one who know them. I will still bring the money to say this is the money, somebody who is not in this association, who love what I am doing, this is the money he contributed, she contributed. They cannot sit down and question themselves for a particular behavior they are behaving that is not good. They can't sit down. They are so arrogant. They are only the ones that is right. Other people, they are not right. This is what went on. And I was told that these people, even some of the Benin people were calling me behind closed doors. That what I am doing, it will not last. That don't I know that in that Benin, there are different people there. That the people I am championing as Benin, that those people are strangers. I said no. I have said this before. The person who I brought on board, an elderly man, to say come and become a vice chairman of the association. He vehemently refused the first time because he said he don't want anything to do with the Oba of Benin. He don't want anything to do with the palace. I was saying, Epa, look at the way things is going now. Can we continue like this? We need to put force together to form unity. This division is too much. He said because in his own community, they are supposed to be the king. But they took the matter to the palace. The palace has never said anything to resolve the issue. So with that, he will not. But he later joined when he saw the progress of the association. And he is the person that is still talking trash about me, forgetting that the same thing he told me, he also told the secretary of the movement. You see, so at the end of the day, they will turn against you for no good reason. But they cannot do the work I did without monetary gain. They cannot. It's not the page that I built by myself that is more than 70,000 followers before I turn it to South-South Alliance movement. It's not that the page I also monetize the page, where I will be making cool dollars and euros every week. I did not monetize the page. So my people, help me ask these people, what till I do them? Help me ask them, what till I do them? Just help me ask them, what till I do them? And what I am saying now, I can defend everything I'm saying now. I am somebody that, if I can keep record of our ancestors, you think I cannot keep? I don't operate like that. I'm not a fool. That's the way go school finish. You say they do something, you know, they keep record for future purpose. What if they ask you for, if something happened tomorrow, somebody wants to blackmail you, how will you defend yourself? That is why all these records are kept. The bank account we are using is Mr. Moro Giver Angelo's bank account. The former bank account we are using was the vice chairman bank account. When he break away to go and form his own, the money we were having in his bank account, he wanted to collect the money. We make sure that he returned the money. And when he returned the money was forwarded to another bank account, Mr. Omoro Giver Angelo's bank account. UBA bank account. I still have the bank account. The receipt of all the transactions that are done into that account, I still have them all. It's not my bank account. So if it was for money that I was out for, they are saying I'm bitter, so I'm jealous. Why will I be jealous when I was not out in the first place for monetary gain? And on the long run, the other people, they are now making more money more than me, and I'll not be jealous. I am the brain behind the movement. Like every other people we do to provide their bank accounts, I did not do that. So, these things I need to let the public know. Because when you hear them talking all manner of trash, it will look like as if I really did something that. Go and listen to my previous broadcast. You saw how I fought. They themselves, they are even blogging the broadcast now, thinking that they want to use it to talk me down, to say this is what I said the first time. Yes, I have not changed my stand. I agree that we are one, but I'm telling you that you are not the people who give birth to us. That is what I wanted to let you people know in Great Benin Emancipation. You did give me space. And I cannot remain there like that, where I cannot express myself. That is the main reason I have to break away. Not because of one nonsense like that. Do you know how much I make? Over the 6 years I worked in Germany, I was working as self-employed. And my money is not monthly pay, it's everyday pay. So I will not be depending on I will not be depending on those kind of nonsense money. I call them nonsense money. Any money you deceive people to enrich yourself is nonsense money. You extort money is nonsense money. I work more than 6 years and I can stay for the past 3 years without working and I will not go break. I will still be eating the money I work. The money I invest, I will still be eating it. I will work yourself employed, receiving money every day. Before you receive 1,002, 1,003 a month, me, I don't double that money before month end. And that is the truth. I was not looking for as I'm talking to you now, my wife still work. I still work. We are not going to social for social to give us house. I was paying for my house rent by myself every month. Most of them, they are under government assistance. They will come and be talking nonsense on social media every day. They can't pay house rent to most of them. Most of them, you see, they are not, they have 4, 5 children, 3 children, 2 children, but they are not in their husband's house any longer. Social is paying for their house rent. You come and be talking to me that is working and paying house rent. I'm not under social like you. Then you expect me to be afraid of you. Me. You think I'll be afraid of you? Me way government not take play. If he said just now they check my record, the enter system, they will see say this one the person don't take play. That is just the truth. I'm not out for I'm not out for saga or all those kind of things. Think about, if you think it's about show, to come to social media to come and show. It's not about that. I'm a hard-working man. I've always told them, not be me you define for Nigeria where you know go, not be me you define for Lagos where you know go. So go and ask for food spec, fast food and entertainment. Odozi Road, Alagbole, Ojodu Beggar. Go there. They tell you get the place. That place was, I already started it before I came to Europe. Before I came to Europe. I'm not a lazy man. I already started it before I came to Europe. And after I get to Europe, I have to do more. Think say I be una, we don't know left and right. We will just get 20 million for accounts. Here not go hear word. If suffer head see money, see small money, you go think say word don't end. But yes, one me wa. You all get 10 million for account, you don't respect anybody, you talk to any people in life, not to saga. If you get 5 million for account, you say life don't end. You get staff who they pay. They pay staff. You don't know how much for mechanical generator. The time they use mechanical generator now, I start my E3. Only mechanical generator, who price mechanical generator in Nigeria. With diesel. You know how much diesel I did buy then before I come Europe? Come here, come they talk to you. Come they try to do it. The answer will be Agbe. You don't know me. How you don't need to know me. You know how much of a mechanical generator? You said that mama put now they operate. I beg you, more leave these people. All right. Thank you, everyone. God bless us all. Even when I did that great being Emancipation, I always tell them, if you think I'm lying, go and verify. I call you at the address. If you are, it not be me they look for. If you say you want to come beat me today, you want to come kill me today, I will give you my address. May you come meet me. May you come meet me. Don't look me say I'm young like this, so now flexing, I make me still young like this. Flexing. I dey take care of myself, I dey drink good wine, I dey eat good balanced diets. Right from time. I eat good balanced diets, I drink good wine. And I rest my heart well. I don't let anything bother me or mind. So when you see this body like this, you see a small, 30 years old person, and they talk to you, or within 30 years old person, and they talk to you, and I lie. I'm flexing. I take care of myself where I know what to give my body. Right from time. I'll reach 70 years, you'll see I'll see the kankaranka. And so it be. So my people, may not be like say, nah, but me, I can't talk now. But it does not matter. Sometimes you need to tell people, when somebody asks you, if Nigerian asks you, say, who are you? Not be your identity you want to try to know. Who are you for Nigeria? Not be identify yourself. Who are you for Nigeria now? You wait to be your pedigree. You rich. Sometimes you still let people know small about you. Or you don't even use my talking. Maybe they use their IDs here. I've started paying salary before I left Nigeria. I started paying salary before I left Nigeria. Okay, for ESAN sons and daughters that are willing to join a movement of such to stand in a gap for the ESAN people, ESAN Focus Association is out there. You can contact us to come become one of us. Our chairman will be happy to receive you, and all the committee members and all the executive members, they will be happy having you amidst ESAN sons and daughters there in ESAN Focus Association. I thank you all once again. Keep following ESAN Focus Association Facebook page, and the number is there for you to call should the case you want to be one of us. Do not be in the fence or outside the fence. Be inside. Be inside, because we cannot do it alone. We cannot do it alone. That is why a tree can never make a forest. We need to team up. We need to reason together. We need to send delegates to our homeland together. We need to appropriate what we need to appropriate together. We need to champion whatever it is we need to champion together. Whatever it is we need to do in ESAN land for the betterment of the ESAN sons and daughters, we need to do it together. I cannot do it alone, but I will also wish to let you know that while you need to come be part of us, some time might come, maybe within 2 months, 3 months, you will not see us on air. But work is going on underground. You will not see us on air. It's not that we are out. So do not restrict to say all you need to know about us. You will always get them from broadcasting. A lot that we're doing that you can never see on air, you can never know on air. So for you to be completely fused into it, you need to belong to the movement completely. Some people, they only enjoy this talk I'm talking now. You understand? But it will not continue like that. We will be coming on air once in a while. But in the beginning like this, at the beginning like this, we need to talk so that people will get to hear our voice and people will get to come on board. But after we are able to implement things, we'll be able to reach out to all ESAN sons, most of ESAN sons and daughters. Will be able to reach out to our homeland, make known what we have brought on board, what we are going to be working, implementing, doing. You will not be seeing them on air like this. You won't be seeing them on air. So I implore you, ESAN sons and daughters, to come join us. You understand? So that when you are not seeing us on air like this, it will not look like as if you don't know what is going on. So if you will be waiting that ESAN Focus Association will come on air next week, 2 weeks, you might not see us again. It's not that we are out of space, media space. No, media space is still there. So once in a while, we'll keep coming on board, because the creation of ESAN State is not by mere lip services. So there is more to do. We need all ESAN sons and daughters to be on board. The creation of ESAN State we're talking about is not mere lip services. So be ready for every oppositions in the state. It's not mere lip services. It's not just because what I'm saying now, how many million people will know about it? That is why we are on ground and we are here as well. So you need to come join us. The 35 kingdom in ESAN land there, we are expecting to have in the geopolitical space or the geographical zones we have there. The 35 ESAN kingdom, we are expecting to feed them up with coordinators. All coordinators. We need you to heat up our manpower, our human resources. So you need to be in the movement. If you have heard, go and tell another person that has not heard. You go and tell those people that haven't, they are not here. They don't know what we're talking about. So please, your membership is needed. It's needed. We need to put force together. The governor seat, we are making sure that it do not pass ESAN by. It is all of us that will focus on it together. That is why this association is called ESAN Focus. We have a lot that we are focusing on. So we need to focus on it together. If done otherwise, what we are focusing on the other hand, we also need to hit it up together. So ESAN, Nima Wiyawo, Ajo Otoisan, Ofuro Otoisan, but Oton those states in Mago Innocent, on Afure, Muluriwo, Emo and Lube, Ma Wiyawo, my Dutuale Kowa, Akijo, Asabo Dewele Borenia. Asabo Bowa, Asabo Tuto, Asabo Bowa, or follow EG. ESAN Yesan. Marewe ma Henry. Marewe, Iwoke Sarewe, ma Henry. Mare Luena. Una Buni, Uto ESAN Handu. Ada fie hoa. The governor no avaye ne. Okay, I governor Nigeria. Osaboyari obi san on the governor, but okay, I governor Nigeria. On azeli mada joy ESAN gbalukoto. Ni machole ESAN Focus. On the focus in no ribo. Ose agbalo koto na regba okoto olira. Di mama magbalo koto are miege amaye mwimanlu kosa wa gba okoto nosin akise ya mwimanlu o mada jore iwo kisa ma here mado gba okoto ram de ona kije na oye memelo imama ma gba okoto are miege ere asoso maye mwimanlu kosa wa na gba okoto nosin governor not a governor of subjects, no, a subject to a relay a ajiri. Ni ma win wo ma fi alo ma fi ho on azeli mada joy ma henry mado balokoto. All actually is a focus. Ebo on the focus ni na re balokoto oli no, oli mama no. Round day Mama maze gbe ubo. Mama maze gbe ubo. On a heke maze gbe ubo nia. Ima wunya. ESAN nia. Iwo ESAN yes no se. Eni ESAN nia a biomo aye mo ni ESAN ni mo. Auto ESAN development iri dani governorship in atio governor na lu auto Edo state ni o area se iro egbirawa e wa o maru aware o lizele ni dan luario history no se wa e fiori dolo e jole ele ki bieliwa bakwechi na arrivi kuni arrivi meeting arrivi ko arrivi party e ki jole ele area no ne vele ne neron ona wa heke ni ma wiya wo mata ma bama mata le ojewa joy oje aba nene awon ye gwalo nia ada mi society riwo ni rewa dioi asiwori around the wa society the bad that one thing what they do for the now you go do and you will bring that thing if you are this society together with them we need to pull out from it. Ada ki meje ari auto ESAN ya ada ari ko ada ari party iwo ke san ki to boy room no se ano so mi dori we na auto ESAN no se ma ona be keke iwo ke san o yi wa da gole ni a inwi na mama buna lu auto ESAN era ude awada jo heje ni a aya yo sabolu oleri because aki biele di ole kiole auto ESAN no se wa iwo ke san to boy to beru nu eno bucket 20 oni bati oni party society ni manager party society ni manager na da ki mienia a lui parti a arrivico iwo ke san ki to beru nu e agwale o mi do no do le ron won ada goye that oh really ni society really ni ebe je alu o elurio anole ni on wa ke on wa dia manesa ma dia no sen oh ne ni ne mama lu on wa dia no sen ye ni ma jo yeje ayo gwa lo erio aude ESAN iwo ESAN mama ma dia no sen o wa ta ko le ni on a ze ni meda ta awan ta eni ni book sha emi ki kuloa awan tawo akimie yo ono tana pa meta ahun riwo ahun no e wa wo meta o ran de ele mi ata o ni a yo ke san ki showe we mas showe we cause o we majania ni ma wo ya wo e di on se wan ancestry no se wan eke wan fuere e ran ude on wa ke Kenya edede emere tai ami akibore bo o arrivi parti wo to esan o arrivi ko to esan o we da chance ni yeje o da rolo da hon jole arrivi ko arrivi parti arrivi chen o ri aki gwa gbo ki jole o mi edori le na no do vele wa mi awo oni cheni oni ikoni a joeje ona ya sunuri na ona ya wa joy continue awon na lo le rio e da kana iho ran ude e mi a sho soja aki lo le soja e mi a sho soja o soja lo lele o da arrive ni o la o rive ni o chagbera ni o chance ni o da ro le jole o da hon sérieux jole erivi ko yeye erivi chen yeye na ti ole parti e ki agwa le o mi edo no do lo ran no do vere a ka jo on a da sunu wo to esan a mi o ka sunu he on a je gwa lo ri aba ine ayo gwa lo ri o e bare mu manura mani second classe mani junior ye oduma mahi Oduma or Jere Kewe, King of the Jungle. Pakida mieje mada regbe mare junior. Awa bien mare kan iwo ken do, ma junior no sele, on history ni on wa gba. Mana ki biele on the generation na. Ma ke mare di on history mare joe ma je ka aba awon awo ma je ka nowadays the only thing that is constant in life or able to change I change joy the only thing that is constant in life able to only change. Change is the only thing that is permanent in life. Mani second class. Every second class era. Auto esan. Then then you cannot go ahead. Can you imagine? Auto esan o. Eraude okay, Aulandi romo. Akis akahagwa no mi edoshan. No do velea. No re liron. No re swimwa viron. Mani woke sama be ma se unu no se man. Ma be no wa re wo to esan. ma be le onwa re won ikoni beki zele a journal le ron eki ko eki shin aki agwale iwo kan do shan inferior ma be ma inferior ma area ni wan se then a mie o mie do rive na you can go ahead to say any raw person here. EG, on est actually supremacy and dominatory standard. A qui mien, on a pas olé on y met à dire dede et me à taille dede mais qui mama tali anti akamaiho o chuagbe na izobo enia o na izobo enia ye o memelo na jo agbera ni a EG na fi alo na fi ho na izobo rio ma wi awo na izobo rio o memelo rio iwo kesan wado egbe fun are o ida se leader na between ena uchi ena fema ena Ghana bode ena nwa itwa mare egbe ena nwa ida jo egbe ma fu mare adadu iwo kesan leader na se twin mare egbe edion se sanrele itwa mare a bunu na da re miejo bana ba ani nyoma ada biolenwa do to na gbonare mama ma kwon wa majo a bulu awi wo ina Ghana bode ina fema ina uchi ina nwa yoni mamure awi wo akama iho ona kise because is there so ekie ugbo ha ekie o toy sanre meda jolly message subdokere my neighbors no sema ina uchi ina fema ina Ghana bode ina nwa awia adoka maiho ona waye tiavelo adoka maiho ina uchi ina Ghana bode ina fema irawa ni riwe ta afema uchi riwe ni machiole onwane lesa baka maiho okichwagbe ona sizole meda jole mese to mine neighbors no sema ohowe lura ona hovelo ini ame sabotage seu ini ame sabotage seu que san ajomo ole ale ajomo no ta ajomo no bunwa ne je ta ona zele me da su dagbare ma wo I can't wear the vocation. I can't wear. And good night. to all lovers of essence, all lovers of truth. Good night. And I say, may the God of our ancestors continue to enrich me with wisdom, to enrich us all with wisdom, for us to be able to continue to pilot the affairs of our everyday life. I remain my humble self, your brother, your friend, in the person of Aigbe Ewudari Okosu. Till I come your way some other time. And I say, bye for now.